Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has revived a decades-old tradition, Bible study at the Prime Minister's house. Chris Mitchell tells us that story.
We're studying the Bible, and the Bible is the book of the Jewish people, but the book also of universal values.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu opened the first session of the Bible Study Club at his official Jerusalem residence.
It's a story of the Jewish people, and it expresses the hope that we will return to this land.
He revived the tradition started by Israel's first Prime Minister, David Ben-Gurion.
And I think in many ways it's a parable for humanity, because if the Jewish people were able, through this vast odyssey in time, to ford all the rivers, to cross the chasm of annihilation, to come back to our ancestral homeland, to rebuild our lives, this means there's hope for all of humanity.
Netanyahu asked Jewish Bible teacher Mika Goodman to lead the session.
I communicate biblical stories and biblical ideas and how the Bible could guide us in very sophisticated, modern challenges of Jewish sovereignty in Israel. And I have to communicate that to secular Israelis, anti-religious Israelis.
Goodman told participants that they were there to try to uncover the secrets of the book of the Jewish people. Netanyahu, his wife Sarah, and more than a dozen rabbis and scholars studied the book of Ruth from the Jewish scriptures known to Christians as the Old Testament.
I thought I was going to lead the conversation. But it turns out that our Prime Minister is quite an intellectual. And he doesn't only have what to say, he has some very interesting things to say, and he asked me very tough questions.
Goodman told CBN News, as the leader of the Jewish people in a volatile Middle East, Netanyahu needs a refuge from time to time.
He escaped to the Bible, to something that's beyond time, beyond politics, beyond the day-to-day. And diving into this great text and dealing with these great ideas, somehow he felt like it was a breath of fresh air for him.
Netanyahu says he studies the Hebrew Bible with his sons every Sabbath. 2 years ago, his younger son, Avner, placed third in the annual international Bible competition held here in Jerusalem.
And what he discovered, what he shared with us, is that every time he reads the Bible, he's always shocked on how relevant it is.
And so we're studying our map and our compass and our foundation and the Bible, and you're all welcome to join us, especially if you can learn Hebrew.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.